Shalom. First and foremost, want to give our praises to our power Yahweh Shem Yoshai, Baruch Shem Kakadash. Call hallelujah Yahweh Shem Yoshai, Baruch Shem Kakadash. That's in the ancient Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh in the name of Yoshai and in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly called Jehovah our God, and his son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give the honors and to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to all our brothers and Modia, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth to all believe in this gospel. Shalom. It's going to be a quick news update, prophecy update. The last major prophecy, before the destruction. And that's where we're entering right now. This global thing that they're pushing. It's going to lead clearly to the MOTB. Can you even say it? Most of our brothers will sit to listen on this video. On this topic here, I'm going to do now. Get strikes. So I'm going to try and code this up as much as possible, because the information have to come out. So this is an article from the South China Morning Post. It's a Pentagon team reveals that the word there, detecting chip that can be implemented in the body. It's a DARPA US military research lab has developed a chip that can continuously test people's blood for the new XYZ, that thing. It said the invention is in late stage testing and could be administered to sailors, researchers say. So okay, try to get this out raw, as a pastor I would say. It says, a team of US scientists working under the US Department of Defense has unveiled a chip that is said can detect signs of the word in human bodies within minutes when it is implemented under the skin. Retired blah 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 blah. Let's read this last one. So retired Colonel Matt Hepburn said that the implant invented by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, and Pentagon unit that develops emerging technologies from military use can continuously test blood. And right now we see them over push the persons where take the Vanessa, that thing, for cure the mystery thing allegedly. Them still can actually spread that mysterious thing, and I call them super spreaders, and them have the other Delta variant. So we see where all road is leading. We see the whole central bank digital currency coming on the field, and basically digital economy, and that's where the world is going. The last major prophecy is about to fulfill, and that signifies the end of the world as you know it. Let's get a precept. This is Revelation chapter 13, and start at verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And image of the beast represent the Roman Empire, the Roman system, right? And we know the revised Roman Empire and things is basically so-called technolized, right? Which them are planning to implement a digital economy, and if you look up the Internet of Things, a human being will be attached to the Internet of Things by having a chip, an implantable, right? That is the MOTB. It says verse 16, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 606, which go back to Kaisai stigma, which incision by a sharp tool, which that's how this will be administered, right? The chip, the mark of the beast. Last means a prophecy, and right now we see where them are coming with that thing they pass. If you don't have it, if you don't be vaccinated, take that Vanessa, you will basically be excommunicated from society, and ultimately them are deemed as domestic terrorists and all the negative terms, but this just represent as a scripture, prophecy is coming to pass. But we are supposed to reject this device, So okay. because there's a judgment if you bow down to the system and worship the beast. You know, just like people are to the Vanessa right now. But this is what's coming next. Revelation 14 verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, the system, this new world order, you know, bowing down to taking the Vanessa, taking ultimately the mark of the beast, you know, well, you know, it said, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. That's where it's going to be administered. I think the other day there's a company come out and get FDA approval for brain chips. Even beat whatever Elon Musk, you know, right? So basically brain chip, you know, mark of the beast. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That is a judgment for anybody that received the MOTB, the mark of the beast. So you're supposed to reject it, even if your life is on the line. You know, as you said, be faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Hope this test was very fun until you go there. Giving all praise, of course, to Apoya, how about Shemel Shai, about Shem Kakodash. The honors unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to the full leg. Shalom.